Come right back along.
NFL Nation, how you doing? Come on in. Welcome to As the NFL Turns, baby. It's week 10. It's week 12. We're live and we're brought to you by the Come On In Sports Network. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Dolph Jackson. I'm also host of the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. But I'm not alone today, baby. You see my brother in the building with me. Man, introduce yourself to the family.
It's your boy Carlos Clayton. I am one half of Uneducated Sports Star. PJ is not with us today. She's having a fun time somewhere else, y'all. But hey, we're in the building, man. Week 12 NFL action. It's going down per usual. Another crazy week we're expecting from this NFL season, man.
Yeah, another crazy week, man. And a lot of things on the line, man. Listen, we are right around the corner from Thanksgiving. As a matter of fact, Thanksgiving is Thursday, so that playoff picture, man, becomes very, 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 very muggy, cloudy. Some may say clearer. I'm not sure. But for some teams, this weekend's games, today's games, man, will put them possibly in a situation, in a scenario that they are unaccustomed to. I'm actually speaking about two teams in the AFC.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know who I'm talking about. That fan base, you know who I'm talking about. We gonna get to you when we get to you, boy. How times change, I'm telling you. You know, you're not on top of that mountain for too long. That's why when you're up there, man, hey, you got to take advantage of it, man.
That's right.
So, man, how was your weekend, man, before we get started, man?
Oh, man, not as good as yours, man. Congratulations on your team, brother. Winning the championship game.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to my 8U Forney Sports, man. Shout out to head coach Mario Lewis, man. Coach Darrell, Coach Terrence, man. Coach Tyler, man. Who I'm forgetting, man? Myself, man. Listen, the whole staff, man. The whole organization, man. Every parent, every kid, man. It wasn't just us, bro. It was everybody, man. It was the whole organization, man. Pushed these kids through, man. So proud of them, man. So proud of them kids. We went through the top 3 teams in the league, bro. 3 weeks in a row to win that thing. So we left no doubt who the best team is in the Northwest Texas Football Association 8U class, baby. It's the Forney Sportings, baby. Hands down. Shout out to Chandler Owens, who was our defensive MVP. And, man, look, he was our MVP all season long as he made the game-clinching intercept. Shout out, man, to CJ, man, our do-it-all, young Randy Moss, all-purpose wide receiver, running back, defensive end, man. Just, man, 2 youngsters, bro, that ball and have bright futures, man. And they come back. You got to see us next year. You got to see us next year. But yeah, man.
And all I did was work. So hey, like I said, yours is much better than mine. We got the beautiful Dana in the building showing love. Says Dolph and Carlos. What's up, Dana?
Dana, what's going on, Dana? All righty, man. Listen, we got 14 as the family starts to come in. Listen, we trying some new stuff here, man. We're not only streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, but we're also live now on Playback TV. If you're not part of the Playback TV family, what you waiting for, baby? Hit that link. Listen, we're going to have live NBA basketball the entire year. Carlos will be calling live NBA games this week. And guess what? You can join Carlos live on Playback TV and watch the actual game with him. Man, you Playback TV, your home for live sports. We're proud to be a partner with Playback TV. So yeah, we'll put that link in the chat for you guys. Matter of fact, there it is right there.
Wow.
Come on in, Sports Network, right there. Hit that link right there. Type it in. Go to Playback TV. Join the channel. Carlos, Zach, myself, Nine. We'll be in there all season long, giving you live play-by-play NBA action as it happens, man. And man, let's get to the day, man. Let's
Let's
get to
get
while
to it.
we're
Let's
here,
get to it.
baby.
Yes, sir.
It is week 12, and we go start off, man. First game on the docket, man. Hey, the Jets and the Ravens. I told you we are gonna talk about one of these teams. And we talk about it right off the bat, baby. The Jets and the Ravens. The Ravens right now, Carlos, they're the 10th seed in the AFC with a 5-5 record. The Jets 2-8, of course, 14th seed. But hey, you know, they're rebuilding. The Jets are in the rebuild. But man, the Ravens are 5-5. Lamar Jackson has put up solid numbers once again this season, but it is not accumulated to the normal win total that the Ravens are accustomed to. What, in your opinion, has been the biggest downfall of the Ravens so far this season?
Hey, sad to say, it might be the head coach. And I know that we talked about being on top of the mountain for so long. Speaking of one team, and now we're talking about, hey, what happens when things go not your way? Can you sustain that? He's been the head coach now, what, 16 plus years, I believe, for the Ravens, and it feels like things are sliding when you have Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson on your squad, and it's almost like you're still underutilizing Derrick Henry. That's a coaching issue, in my opinion. And of course, the defense, injuries happen to everybody, but it really hurt them to start the year off. But I gotta give them credit right now. They've won 3 in a row, I believe, and or 4 in a row, and trying to find a way. Like the AFC North is nowhere near complete. The
Yeah.
Steelers are the number one team, but right now they have no Aaron Rodgers at the moment, and they're not a great team. So it could be a chance for the Ravens to get back into the swing of things, because we always expect the AFC North to have at least 2 teams in the playoffs. It's looking like it might be one and done for the AFC North. So there is hope. But right now, John Harbaugh, and we spoke about this during the playoffs, and now in this particular regular season, is it time for him to, is it time for a change in that organization with John Harbaugh? I'm not quite sure. I gotta say how the season ends, but right now it's almost like, I know he's not the OC or the DC, but you have the ultimate say so in what goes on with your organization, your team. And for Derrick Henry to still be underutilized, in my opinion, so many times they've gotten down to the red zone and had to settle for field goals or even had turnovers because they want to get cute and they want to throw the football down there. And that's a head coaching issue, in my opinion. Sometimes you got to say, if it's first and goal from the 3-yard line, I'm gonna run it 4 times if I have to. Right down your throat with Derrick Henry, and they don't do that. And I don't know if it's just trying to make Lamar Jackson have numbers out of this world, or is it just, I don't know what the issue is. But right now the Ravens have got to fix it. But right now they're currently on a 4-game winning streak, so they're doing what they got to do. And they have the Jets today. Give me the Ravens over the Jets, big time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with, I don't know if it'll be big time, but I'm gonna go I'm gonna go with the Jets too. Lamar Jackson right now leads the NFL with the 8.7 pass touchdown percentage and the 115.5 passing rating. Lamar has had a solid season. There's no doubt about that. To me, the thing that has surprised me, and I'm sure has surprised and disappointed, the Purple Nation, the Raven Nation, is the play of the defense, man. The defense at times this season has looked abysmal. What up, Demazi? A avid, true blood through and through, diehard Ravens fans. Says the Ravens defense were bad first 7 weeks. Our O-line is the worst in the league, though. Lamar's been sacked 23 times in 7 games this year. That's not a recipe for success, man. And
Not at all.
listen, though they're going up against the Jets, they will have to deal with a young pass rusher and Will McDonald, who leads the Jets with 27 pressures this season. So we'll be looking for him to see if he can get home today against that performing and underachieving Ravens offensive line. But I'm with you. I think that the Ravens have too much talent, though they have underachieved this season. But they should handle the Jets today, and I think it'll be closer than people think. Actually, I think it'll be. I'm gonna give it Ravens 24, Jets 20.
Okay.
Just because of that Ravens defense, man. I just don't trust their defense, man.
Gotcha. We have another game going on, y'all. Pittsburgh versus Chicago should be a good one as well. There
Man,
is no Aaron Rodgers, though. Unfortunately, if you're Pittsburgh Steelers Nation, he is out for the week. It will be Mason Rudolph that will step in this place to
Bears,
try and help the Steelers go. Yo, what's your thoughts on this game, dog? Who wins this, Chicago or Pittsburgh?
Bears. Listen, Mason Rudolph is an okay backup. You had Steeler fans trying to talk themselves into him being a starter in the offseason before Aaron Rodgers deal got done. Listen, you know how far you're not going forward, Rudolph. Now, man, he was starting quarterback in the playoffs a couple of years ago. Yeah, and we saw how that went. Man, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Right now, the Bears lead the league in turnovers. That defense is, man, they're one of the most opportunists in the league. Defensive-wise, Dennis Allen has that bunch flying around. Give me the Bears today in colors. I don't think it'll be close. I think the Bears will win by 2 scores today. I'm going with the Bears.
I'm going Bears as well. I'm gonna have it closer, but I think
Lawrence, give me a thumbs up if you're ready.
it'll be to a point. It'll be to a point where I feel like the Bears will be in control of this whole entire game. With Rodgers now not being in there, you put a lot of pressure on Mason Rudolph to make the right plays. And this Bears defense, although they give a lot of yards, they're very opportunistic under Dennis Allen, and they get a lot of turnovers. I can see that happening. And it's in Chicago. It's cold. It's it's windy out there. 12 o'clock start time. Yeah, man. Go ahead and give me Chicago. Closer game. I'm gonna say Chicago. I'm gonna go Chicago 21 and give me Steelers 13, 21-13. And we got Lawrence in the building, y'all. Showing love, Mr. Lawrence.
Lawrence.
What's up, baby?
Hello,
going
Dolph.
on?
Welcome in, guys. Thanks for having me again.
Hey, man,
No
your
problem,
family, man.
Right now,
What's
we're breaking
going
down
on?
Steelers and Bears, man. Who you got in this matchup, Lawrence?
That's a tough one. The Bears are missing all 3 of their linebackers. They didn't bring their cornerbacks off of IR yet. It is Mason Rudolph starting for the Steelers, so it's kind of like a who's next man up men can actually do the better job. And kind of seems like the Bears are on a little bit of a roll. Like they're kind of high on themselves with Caleb Williams playing well. So I think a Bears in a close one here today.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we're all going with
Clean
Chicago.
sweep. Everybody going with the
clean sweep.
Bears. Uh-oh, here we go. New England, Cincinnati. If you're Joe Burrow, do you really want to come back?
Well, he's not playing in this one. It's Joe
Yeah.
Flacco.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know he's not playing them, but dude, if you're Joe, why come back this season, bro?
That's facts.
I mean, why, man? Just get totally healthy, man. Focus on next year. See the direction of this organization, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna ask the question: is it time for Joe Burrow to possibly start looking for a new home, a new location? Now I'll leave that up to y'all. And by the way, if y'all don't know, I'm not going with the Bengals in this game.
Yo, give me the Patriots as well. But also, no, Joe can look for a home all he wants to. The Bengals won't help him. Your ass staying right here with us, brother. We can make that call later on in life, but yeah, and it's that Myles Garrett situation. Yeah, I think I kind of want to leave. Oh, $40 million a year? I think I'll stay. They're gonna throw the house at Joe Burrow once he, if it comes down to that, they'll throw the house at him and he'll take it. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I think with no Joe Burrow, I agree with you, Dolph. Joe Burrow should sit this one out. They already had 7 losses, I believe, for the year.
Yeah.
The season's done pretty much. I wouldn't risk it either. I get Joe Flacco in there and give him one more case to be a starter for somebody else next year. But New England, we haven't spoke enough about this team and how they've been battle tested.
Right.
Like they're not just winning like. in my opinion, the Bears are beating inferior teams, right? That's just how I feel. We've seen the Patriots; they've beaten down some really good teams, right? That includes
Yeah.
Buffalo. And I'm like, all right, this
Mm-mm.
team is really about that life, you know. And Vrabel has done a fantastic job with this team. And Drake May, he's that dude. And how I know they're doing well because they, besides Stephon Diggs, who isn't having this monster of a season, by the way, he's not having a
Right.
crazy year, but he is still the number one. But outside of him, it's a lot of no name guys, and they are stepping up their production. And I'm loving what this Patriots team is doing on the road and at home, and they'll be on the road against a Bengals squad that can score, but there is no Jamar Chase though, because he wants to spit on people and lie about it. So, so I'm gonna go New England win this one, and I think they'll put the clamps on this Bengals offense for sure. But you, Lawrence?
They're going to put the clamps on the division. And when you mentioned Buffalo is a good team they beat, Buffalo is not a good team. It's been a long time since I've been on here, but the Bills are awful, and they are going to be awful. They're going to miss the playoffs. But so I don't know who New England's beat because Buffalo is crap. But props to them. At the beginning of the year when we did our preseason predictions, I know a lot of us were talking about Vrabel being the big change that New England needed, and you're seeing his culture instilled this year. They've spent money wisely on people. They when Washington threw money at people and they were beyond their prime type of guys. They got core, strong-willed people like Spillane on defense, Milton Williams on defense. They got Stephon Diggs, who at least in his first year, everywhere he goes, is the good soldier. So they knew they'd at least get one great year out of him. Mac Hollins, who played with the Bills last year, is one of those culture guys that like the Bills sorely missed this year. And you see that energy and passion he brings to that team. So New England is just, and this was supposed to be like one of their let's get close to being good years. It's really scary and crappy to think about that they're going to probably make another Super Bowl after Brady before the Bills ever do. So Patriots strong here. They don't have to play Burrow. They don't have to play Jamar Chase. They'll continue their dominance in their strong run right now.
Got a clean sweep, y'all. We got the Patriots over the Bengals. Good old clean sweep. Nobody got along with it right now. But hey, Lawrence, you sound like you're a Bills fan. That's what it sound like to me. sound like you a hardcore Bills fan. I still have faith in Buffalo to at least make the playoffs. Not the division anymore, but the playoffs. I got him in there, man.
Now, if you look at what everyone's looking at past success and assuming it's going to transfer forward, the defense is terrible. They just lost to Davis Mills. Their running defense is absolutely atrocious.
Really bad.
Josh Allen, unless he plays like Superman, has nothing around him weapon-wise to do anything. And their offensive line is starting to show what they are. So they still play the Eagles. The Bengals are going to tear them apart. The Patriots still, the Steelers. The Myles Garrett's going to have 8 sacks when he plays him. He's going to set the record for the all-time season and one-game record. So it's not looking fantastic to be a Bills fan right now. And I mean, I think it's realistic. 2 out of the 3 of Chiefs, Ravens, and Bills. 2 out of those 3 could realistically not even make the playoffs this year, which is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
All right, let's keep rocking on it, y'all. We got the New York Giants taking on the Detroit Lions this one. Giants officially without Jackson Dart again, as he cannot clear concussion protocols, and the Lions coming off that slacking they took. Not even a slacking, but I mean it was a bad game by Detroit, and then their standings last week. So yeah, they're back at home now, feeling good about themselves in that turf. Giants will have Jameis Winston. We know about that. Win, lose, or draw, Jameis Winston is always must-see TV for that squad. Lawrence, who you got in this one? Giants or Lions, brother?
I want Jameis to win. I love him. Like the energy he brings, the eating the W's. I want to see his post-game speech after they win. But I just don't see that happening. The Lions have been alternating wins and losses for quite some time. And this seems like their traditional, all right, we're going to bounce back and just annihilate somebody type of game. So, I mean, like you mentioned last week, the score didn't say they were shellacked, but if you watch that game, like they were just dominated. And that's after everyone's talking about Campbell taking over play calling, and they put up a 40 burger on the Commanders. Then the next week, look what they dropped that. So they're going to be that extra fire to be like, all right, look, we are who everyone thinks we are, and I feel sorry for the Giants. They're going to get it, especially being at Detroit this week.
Yeah, I'm going also with Detroit. And you're right. The whole Dan Campbell thing. Look, it is cool when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes, and you get, let's just say, 50%. Man, they were going for it on fourth down like it was no one's business. I mean, about 8 or 9 times they went for it on fourth that particular week against the wrong team. By the way, you just don't do that against a really good Eagles defense, and they couldn't get nothing going on. It was cute when you play the Commanders because the Commanders just beat up. Let's just keep it real. They're just done for the year, offensively and defensively. They just have no bodies there, literally. And then so you put up a 40 burger, whatever it was, against them, and now you want to come against Philadelphia, and you only put up 7 points or whatever that was. I agree though. Detroit does bounce back in this game because it's a difference when you play at home on that turf where you're wearing shoes. Everyone's a lot faster, and the crowd's for you, not against you. And then when you go outside in the elements, grass, you got to wear cleats now. You're about 0.5 seconds slower. Things don't work your way. It don't work out your way. But I think right now they've got an opponent in the Giants that's I'm not going to say packing it in, but they already fired their head coach. They might fire their GM when the season's over with. So right now they're just trying to get done with the season. I feel like that's what the Giants are doing, besides Jameis Winston, who gives them some kind of hope. But give me the Lions to bounce back in a big way. They were about 2 touchdowns, in my opinion.
Well, not much to see in this game besides, like Lawrence said, Jameis Winston. Again, when Jameis on the field, get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a show, feast or famine, one way or another. Now, one thing to look forward to in this game is individual matchups. And I'm talking about in the trenches, man. Brian Burns going against Penei Sewell, arguably the best offensive lineman in the league. You can put who you want up there. Penei Sewell is that dude. This season, he has let pressure reach his quarterback on just 5% of his pass sets, which is the second lowest in the league, with a minimum of 150 pass blocks. Brian Burns has 13 sacks this season on 39 pressures. Now, if you're looking for the game within the game, that is a matchup to look forward to when those two are going head to head. Who will win that battle? And other than that, man, it's the Lions, man. They're back at home. Not a good showing last week. Dan Campbell trying to call offensive plays. We see how that's going. Right now, the Lions, man, they're going backwards to me. They're going backwards. The team that was on the cusp just 2 years ago now seems to be falling back, man. So they have some changes that need to be made in Detroit, but they should win easily today over the Giants.
Got a clean sweep out the Lions over the Giants. We feel like that. Now, getting
It's
to the
easy today
so far, so good, but it might change right here, y'all. We got the Minnesota Vikings Skull going into Green Bay for a NFC North matchup, and it's going to be a good one, y'all, because both these teams, in my opinion, are playing desperate football now. Mm-hmm. They have to. It's a must-win for both of these squads, or they could be having major questions about themselves. I'm going to start off with you first, Dolph. Who you got win this game, man? Vikings or Packers?
Is J.J. McCarthy starting for the Vikings?
Yes, he is.
Give me the Packers. I ain't got nothing more to say about this game, bro.
All right. What about you, Lawrence?
I think Dolph's right. I mean, it's as simple as that. Aside from like one drive at the end of the game opening week, and then another he has 1 or 2 drives where it's really good, but the rest is just not up to par. And you look at what the rest of his quarterback class is doing, and the Vikings seem to have made a big whiff on drafting McCarthy and hitching their wagon to him. They let Daniel Jones go. Look what he's doing. They let Sam Darnold go. Look what he's doing. And they're going to, like Dolph said, you're going to see more of it. J.J. McCarthy is probably the reason why. And it's going to be a Packers win.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings, y'all.
There it
I'm
is.
gonna go Minnesota, and here is why. I don't know. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. No, no, I'm going Minnesota, man. Look, I don't trust Green Bay. I just don't. In these big moments we've seen over and over and over this year, they want to find a way to shit the bed. It don't matter if it's at home or on the road or whatever. I got a feeling this game will be very, very close, and I don't trust close games with this Packers team right now. Do I trust them with the Vikings? Not so much either, but obviously McCarthy has a long way to go to be decent in this league. He's got a long way to go. But I do believe that Aaron Jones and company are going to make an impact in this game and try their best to keep it close in the fourth quarter. If that's the case, I trust Minnesota over Packers. Not saying much, but I do trust the Vikings in a very, very close game. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Give me Minnesota 16, Green Bay 13.
And you talk about like trusting, like this could be like a really ugly game at the end of like both teams losing the game themselves, but the other team loses it worse.
Right.
That's probably why it's going to be close, like you said, and it's going to be entertaining in the fact of like who's going to be the one that like you said, poops the bed.
Yeah.
So it's going to be entertaining.
I'm looking at Green Bay, and I know that they are favored to win this game, and they should win this game. But I'm still going Minnesota. But Green Bay has been in this position now at least 2 or 3 times this year. You're like, oh yeah, that's a dub, man. And they find a way to just not look good. And that offense, it was decent last week versus the Giants, so I give them credit in that fashion. But man, I'm still nervous for this Packers team. I'm just hoping that if they do find a way to win the division, they're gonna need that, because they're gonna need that weather. They're going to need that outside factor and that home crowd to get them through the playoffs, because I don't see them taking this kind of style on the road and winning the game. So we'll find out what Green Bay is all about in this particular matchup. We'll see. I got it. I'm not going to say 50-50, but boy, I got it like 60-40, but I'm going to go with the 40 side with the Vikings.
And you look at their losses, like you mentioned, their offense, like their defense is only giving up like 14 points in their losses. You can't find a way to put up 17 points against the Browns or Panthers, and you lose those games.
It's just weird. It's just how they're playing, and then I don't trust it. This game here, if they can find a way to win this game, and I say comfortable or just win it, I can put a little more trust into the Packers. But right now, I gotta see it to believe it, man.
Yeah.
Y'all want to talk about this game right now, Dolph? Colts and Chiefs?
No, let's skip that one.
Let's keep it rocking. You want to talk about Seattle and Tennessee? No, I'm playing. Yo, we got Seattle taking on
number
Tennessee.
1 draft pick on the line, baby.
I'll tell you what.
Does anybody remember the old NFL primetime where Stuart Scott went on and he got the crap games to have to do the highlights too?
Yeah.
This is a Stu Scott game right here. Honor to you, Stu Scott.
Shout out to Stu Scott. May he rest in peace.
R.I.P., man.
R.I.P., man. One of the GOATs out there. All right. Look, Seattle versus Tennessee. I got Seattle winning, but I do not, and I repeat, I do not like what I'm seeing from Seattle. I'm not. And when I say that, this game, don't get it twisted, they're probably going to blow out the Titans. When I say blow out, probably win by like, let's say 12 or more points. How about that? But what I'm seeing from Seattle, a.k.a. Sam Darnold, once we always see it, when you get in those big-time games, right? And we saw it last week. We saw it against the Rams where he just once again pooped the bed, right? It feels like there's a constant with him in these particular games. Now, against a team like Tennessee, he's going to probably light him up because that's just what he does. But I want to see Seattle, how they're going to react for the rest of the year, because this is a measuring stick game right here to see if they can bounce back from that ugly loss. Tennessee still has pride and heart, and their defense can play well at times. So maybe they can, I want to see Darnold early in this game. Does he throw an interception? Do they have a costly turnover to start the game off? That's going to let me know how this game goes. But if he does get a touchdown or whatever, I feel like they'll be in control from this from start to finish. Give me Seattle to win this game. And I'm going to go win it by 10. I'm going to say 30-20. How about you, Dolph?
Man, you are giving the Tennessee Titans too much credit. 30-20. This man, what I am afraid of right now, and please bear with me for a minute when I say this. I'm afraid that Cam Ward is on the path of becoming today's David Carr. Remember when David Carr went to the Texans and that kid got sacked so many times in his rookie season? Cam Ward's been sacked 41 times, guys. We still got 6 weeks to go in the season.
Facts.
41 times this kid's been sacked, man. That's an atrocious, man. No running game, no consistent running game to help him. No really alpha dog at wide receiver, a tight end to help this kid, man. And him being sacked 41 times is ridiculous, man. I dare say he gets sacked almost 70 times this year. It's a possibility.
Nah,
dealing today with this front four from Seattle, which really does not have to blitz. You saw what they did last week against Matthew Stafford, man. Listen, this defense is real for Seattle, man. And speaking of real, let's talk about the leading receiver in the National Football League, Jackson Smith Ignigba, with 1,146 yards. And guys, that's 238 yards more than the guy who has the second most yards in the league, which is 908 by Cowboys wide receiver George Pickens, man. So I'm definitely going with the Seahawks, but Carlos, it won't be 30-20. It may be 30. It may be 38 to 13.
Trying to get Titans some love because they at home, man.
You done rolled home. It don't matter, bro.
Yeah, I think you're both, and I think you nailed it, Carlos, in the sense of it. The only chance Tennessee has is if they can force like a turnover early and they get into Darnold's head of like, all right, here we go again. That's the only other than that, I think they're going to roll them. If Darnold starts off and JSN and him have that connection going, like Dolph mentioned, it's lights out. Not even going to be halftime. It's going to be people heading to the exits. So that first quarter is going to be very essential. This is going to be any sort of competitive. I don't think it will be. I'm more in line with Dolph of probably like a 17-point game type of deal. But yeah, I mean, Seattle last week with 4 interceptions by Darnold still had a legit chance to win the game at the end. The team around Darnold is really strong.
Yep, we're all going to clean sweep with Seattle, as we should. We got a decent one right here. It means a lot for Jacksonville. I know that. Jaguars taking on the Cardinals in Arizona. There will be no Kyler Murray once again. It's Jacoby Brissett taking the spot. Who, by the way, congratulations, broke the record for most completions in one game, 45. I was like, yo, that's got to come in a loss, right? And it did. Obviously, you throw the ball that many times, you're probably losing that game. But anyway, shout out to Brissett for that. But the Jaguars right now currently in the playoff format so far for the AFC, and they're trying to find themselves staying there because you got a team in the Texans, who are creeping up behind them. And, of course, you have still to fight the Colts who are leading that division. So Jaguars are in some kind of weird spot, but I think even Jacksonville, you got to love it no matter what. Start with you, Lawrence. Who do you have win this game, man? Jaguars or Cardinals?
I'm probably going to be the lone wolf on this one, but I think the Cardinals are going to win this. I'm not a big fan of Trevor Lawrence. I haven't been since he came out. BTJ isn't playing again today. Obviously, Hunter's done for the season. He's not – I mean, they're using him a lot more with his legs. Props to them for trying to get more out of him. But, the Cardinals with Jacoby Brissett, I think, are a more potent and consistent offense, even if the rest of the team isn't. I see McBride having a big game against that defense. So the Cardinals, I think, who are desperate to just get something positive going, I think they're going to get it today against a Jaguars team that is one of those, what are they, up and down? I think that it's going to be a down day for them. So give me the Cardinals in this one.
You might not be lone wolfing it. Maybe Dolph. We'll see. I'm going with Arizona as well. Pretty much for everything that you said, I don't trust the Jaguars in the situation. Can they get this win on the road? It'll be tough. This Cardinals team is very pesky, and they stay in games all day. And for some reason, I trust Arizona more than I do Jacksonville when it comes down to a close game. These are one of those games, though, if the Jaguars can continue to win games against teams they should beat, I will feel a lot better about them. They're not, though. They're not that kind of team right now. And I'm going to go with Arizona to win this one. Give me a really good close game. I got the Cardinals 24. Give me Jacksonville 23. How about you, Dolph?
All right. Man, thinking about this game, I know Trevor Lawrence is we got Trevor Lawrence's biggest fan here in Lawrence. Lawrence loves Trevor. He's just saying that he loves Trevor Lawrence. with that being said, man, this is a tough one.
It is.
You are what your record says you are. So with that being said, I'm going with Jacksonville, man. I think Jacksonville gets it done. Despite Trevor Lawrence, as Lawrence would say, despite Trevor Lawrence and no BTJ, no Brian Thomas Jr., I think the Jaguars will lean on that running game, play action pass. I believe they'll go in Arizona, they'll win. Now, for my fantasy owners out there, if we need a tight end and Trey McBride is available in your league, take him. If Jacoby Brissett,
he been took it.
Yeah, if Jacoby Brissett is available, you might want to take him because these two have a chemistry. McBride has caught 6 touchdown passes in 5 games that Brissett has started this season.
Crazy work.
But guess what? When the regular starter, Kyler Murray, was starting, and I'm talking about 39 games that him and McBride played together, he only had 5 touchdowns. Kyler Murray's time, I keep saying it, may be over in Arizona, man. Give me the Jaguars.
All right, hold on. First of all, I apologize. I got along with mine earlier. I picked the Vikings over the Packers. So, oh, there goes my long wolf. Yeah, my bad. How about you, Dolph?
I ain't got the long wolf. I just went.
Nah. Me and Lawrence went the Cardinals.
We picked the Cardinals.
Oh, damn.
Oh, baby. Yeah. Let's go, man. All right. Hey.
Ooh.
All right, now.
Juicy.
This is the juicy one, y'all.
We got baby.
Sanders about to make his NFL starting debut as a Cleveland Brown as they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. I know that NFL fans are salivating whether you're for him or against him, which I think is ridiculous right now, but that's another story. But Browns and Raiders are going to touch down this game. Both these teams ain't worth a damn right now, honestly. But we got to break this down because of the Shedeur Sanders factor into this one. And, of course, playing in Las Vegas, this game could be the future for the Browns. We'll find out how it is, how they're going to play. And I like the fact that so many people are invested into this. And this is a game that is these two teams combined for how many wins? I think, 4 wins so far? They combined, or 5 wins? So a lot of hype surrounding this game because of one player. It tells you how much Shedeur Sanders means to a lot of people in the world. Browns versus Raiders. I'm going to start with myself first. I'm going to pick Cleveland in this matchup. And it's not even because of the Shedeur Sanders. I don't care who was starting. It could have been Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco, whoever. This Raiders team is bad. And the fact that they put so much emphasis of reaching out to Geno Smith. It was Pete Carroll that wanted Geno Smith, by the way. He wanted him. And don't get it twisted. I thought it was a good idea to have him as a 1 or 2 year kind of starter. And then you hope he does a great job. If not, he does a decent job and you find your starter in year 3 or 4, right? But what they see from Geno Smith this year has been atrocious. And I know they could have not expect this when having Brock Bowers, when they had Jacoby Myers at one point, who is now a Jaguar. Is that true? Is he a Jaguar?
Yes, he is.
Myers? Yeah. Okay, I'll make sure I have the right team. So when you had that team locked in place and Geno Smith was looking like a rookie quarterback, 6th round pick that had no clue what the hell he's doing right now after the second read. And he has been like that all year long. And people are going to say, the O-line is bad. No, it is not. They're decent. It's the quarterback play that's bad. And now you take on Myles Garrett. Yo, Mister, I can get 4 sacks in my sleep in one game.
Mm-hmm.
I like this Browns defense to come in there and mollywop Las Vegas, making it easy for Shedeur Sanders to win this game. Or if you're Shedeur, you gotta be like Davis Mills. No, not saying be Davis Mills. What I'm saying is you have to have that mentality is when Mills played in these 3 games, 3 starts, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception, right? You have to help win the game. Don't be the reason you lose the game. And that is what Shedeur has to keep in mind. I think he will do that in this game. As long as the coaching staff doesn't put him in bad situations, I think the Browns win this game. I'm going to go Browns 20, Raiders 13. How about you, Dolph?
Finally, Shedeur Sanders gets his first chance. Last week, all the haters of him, they were happy. He went out there and he was abysmal. 13% passing completion percentage was just awful. Now, there were those who were making the excuse that, hey, no reps in practice at all, which I don't understand, not even with the scout team, but can't be said this week. That cannot be said this week. This week, you got all the first team reps. And Carlos said something that I never thought I'd hear someone say on the podcast, on live TV. If you just be like Davis Mills. I never thought I'd hear somebody say that. But, hey, you got to give the kid his due. He all right these last few weeks. But, you know, midnight about to strike for him in Houston. But Shedeur Sanders today going against one of the most disappointing teams in the league in the Raiders. Like you said, Carlos, they brought Geno Smith in to be that veteran presence, that stable, that guy at quarterback that can hold down the fort and and push this thing in the right direction. Listen, you got an all-world tight end in Brock Bowers who is just, man, well, we hear that generational talent thing thrown around so much, but when it was thrown around about Brock Bowers, it hit bullseye because that's what he is.
Yes.
This kid has 151, listen to me, 151 receptions in 24 career games. That's the most by any tight end in the history of the NFL in their first 2 seasons in the league. And he needs 9 today to join Odell Beckham Jr. as the only players with 160 or more receptions over their first 25 career games. He ain't been the problem with the Raiders. Quarterback play has, coaching has, personnel decisions has. So there's a lot going on with the Raiders now, man. And Cleveland's not no better. But Myles Garrett, again, this is a game that this is not a game that you are tuning in because you want to know it has playoff complications. No, this is a game you tune in to because you're a Browns fan, you're a Raiders fan, and you love football and you want to see greatness. So in this game, we do got greatness. You got Brock Bowers on offense, but on defense, Myles Garrett on pace now to finish the season with 25 and a half sacks, which will break the current single season of 22 and a half held by Michael Strahan and TJ Watt. Man, I'm tuning in just for that. And I want to see Ashton Genty. And also, just wait, because it going to happen. When will Geno throw that crucial intercept in this game leading to a Browns win? I'm going with the Browns, man.
How about you, Lawrence?
I mean, you guys did a great job breaking it down. I won't add much more, but I think what Dolph said is true about, like, there's a lot of great matchups in this game to watch. You got Max Crosby going against Shedeur, trying to get him down. You got Myles Garrett, Brock Bowers. You got 2 really good young running backs. I love Quinton Judkins, Ohio State fan here, so love watching what he's doing this year. So if you just look at records, yeah, it looks like this game doesn't matter, but if you actually watch it, there's a lot of good matchups to see what's going to happen. I think the Browns do take it in Shedeur's first start, so he'll be the first one to win his first start in a long time for Cleveland. It's going to be a close one, probably like 24-21-ish type thing.
All righty. So Lawrence has it 24-21. Let's get a little injury report. All right. Quick injury reports out there for our fantasy lovers and just lovers of your team. All right. Well, he's out. Lawrence's favorite tight end is out, Dalton Kincaid. He would not practice he didn't practice this week. He out with a hamstring. Josh Jacobs, he's questionable today, but right now I believe he's a go for the Packers.
He's out. He's out. He's inactive. They just said
all right. So Josh Jacobs is inactive. Carlos pick might come true. As for Seattle, Kenneth Walker, the third glute, he was limited in practice. They had him down as questionable. Of course, Jameis Winston gets another start as Jackson Dart is still in concussion protocol, though he practiced in limited basis this week, but he is still out this week. And we talked about this earlier. Joe Burrow, don't come back, bro. You got a 1% chance of making the playoffs, and if your team wins today, they got a 2% chance. Don't come back, man. Makes no sense at all. Not at all.
You got a 2% chance.
Yeah, you got a 2% chance. And now down there on the ticker, well, why you put about Dylan Gabriel? Well, it's big because he's in concussion protocol, and that means that Shadul gets to start today, so we will see. There's no more excuses for the Shadul lovers out there. He's had first-team reps the whole week. There's no more excuses. He got to go out there and perform. All right. Now, who else we got? Now, Drake London, he's out today. Penix, quarterback, is out. The richest backup starting quarterback to me in the history of the NFL, Kirk Cousins, takes the field for Atlanta. Man, Kirk Cousins has a hell of an agent, man, because everywhere he goes, he gets $100 million damn contract. So Kirk Cousins looking to lead the Falcons, who are on a 5-game losing streak, as they take on their arch rival, the New Orleans Saints, today. And for the Buccaneers, good news for Baker Mayfield, as he will get help back, as wide receiver Chris Godwin is expected to play today against the Rams. So that's good news for the Bucs, who have been hit hard by the injury bug, especially at the skill position. So that's our injury report for the day, guys.
Let's go. Drake London being out for Atlanta. Kirk Cousins needs all the weapons he can have with that very, very bad offense they got going on in Atlanta right now. And having Drake London out can be very, very tough because that Saints
we're going to touch on that game.
We'll talk about it in a minute. Yeah, you're right. So let's keep it rocking and rolling, you guys. We got a really good one, y'all, in the NFC East.
Very good one.
That's right. Eagles versus Cowboys, man. And this is going to be one of those games where it's definitely a must win for Dallas. You lose this one, and your playoff chances, or your division chances for sure are gone. Playoff chances are very, very slim now, and that was a quote unquote huge win for the Cowboys last week against the Raiders of all teams. But now we got Dallas at home taking on Philadelphia. I'm gonna start with you first, Lawrence. How do you feel about this team, Philadelphia versus Dallas game? Who's going to win it?
It's hard to believe like how long ago that week 1 game was that they played. The Cowboys played them tough. Remember, Carter spit on Dak before a down was played, so got ejected in that first game. Dallas's offense, I think, if they can keep Dak upright, they can put points up, and that's going to force the Eagles to get out of their comfort zone of just kind of grinding games out. Like, they're so ugly and boring to watch. It's unbelievable. But hey, who cares if you're an Eagles fan? Wins or wins. They keep winning. They do it right. Dallas' defense starting to play a little bit better. I know they have not the best competition, but Quentin Williams finally he's getting his groove in. I don't think that Cowboys can pull an upset, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do. So give me the Eagles in one of their classic, just how do they win it type games. You look at their stat sheet at the end of the day, probably Hurts are going to have like 150 pass yards. And but the Eagles, I'll take them. I do have to duck out, gentlemen. I want to say before I go, Bills suck. Chiefs are going to – I'm a Bills fan. I can say it. They're terrible.
Yeah, no, you're good.
But the Colts gosh, I really hope they put the nail in the coffin of the Chiefs today. That's the only silver lining for me of the Bills being awful is the Chiefs are worse this year. Have a great one, guys.
All right,
Lawrence, we'll
Lawrence.
talk to you later, man.
That's Lawrence, man. From
Our brother Lawrence Foster, man. Host to Come On In Bills and SNS Bill Talk, man. Part of the Come On In Network family, man.
Yes,
All right, hello. So let's keep it going, man. Speaking of this game, man, I'm live right now, man. All right, man. Jerry want to talk to you, Carlos.
Oh, Lord. Hey, what's up, Jerry? What's going on with it, man?
Carlos, I expect a better reception than that, my friend. You saw us Monday night. You saw the real Cowboys, what we did Monday night to the Raiders. And I hear you guys in here talking about the Eagles. And shout out to Mr. Lawrence as he just left out. He was talking about Steven, what's the quarterback name for the Eagles? Jalen Hurts. I mean, 150 passing yards, man. That seems like that's his mark. But mine, man, that little rascal has 8 wins in his career when he has fewer than 100 passing yards. But my golly, that won't be the day, baby. I guarantee you that. Carlos, says we're gonna put the clamps down on him today, and we're gonna force him to have to pass for 350 yards, and he's not gonna be able to do it. We're gonna take it today, Carlos. And I spoke with Dolph last night, and once again, Dolph, congratulations to you and them foreign Spartans, man. We're so proud of you guys, man. Thank you, Jerry. And with that being said, how about them Cowboys? Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate you, man.
Jerry. Before you go, Dolph, I'm going with Dallas to win this game. I'm going with Dallas, and I'm only going by history. I feel like every time now Philadelphia goes into Dallas, they can't win. They can't win. And I said it before the year started. I said Eagles will beat the Cowboys in Philadelphia, and then Dallas beat the Eagles in AT&T Stadium. I just feel like right now Dallas is going to score a lot of points in this game. Can the Eagles kind of keep up? That's my thing. Now I know it's easier said because hey, Carlos, the Cowboys got a very bad defense. Well, they added some pieces and got pieces back too. They added Quinn Williams, and then they got
a big piece.
Overshown over there as well off injury, and he's on game number 2 now. So let's see how Wilson. And then we got Wilson from the Bengals as well. So I mean, they got a different type of defense, which means they're not as bad. I always know that you can't just add these guys in and they'll just be the best defense on planet Earth. Right. What Charles Barker said, you could dress a pig up and put lipstick on it, but it's still a pig.
Still a pig.
You know, it's still a pig. So what I'm saying is, but I think they'll do just enough to slow down Philadelphia. Now, can Philadelphia score more than 20 points? We'll find out. But right now, I'm going to go with the Cowboys to win this game. I think the Dallas wins the one. I'm going to go 27-20. Give me Dallas.
Well, I'm gonna follow suit, man. I think the boys get it done today, man. And get back to 500. So I think I got the Cowboys in this one, man. 24-21.
Man, if they do win though, you won't hear it all. You won't hear the end of it all week. Cowboy fans gonna be on it. We gonna win the Super Bowl. they gonna skip the division, go straight to the Super Bowl, man.
Right.
All right, man.
Hey, NFC is wide open though.
It is wide open. It is. But Dallas has to win this game.
Yeah, must win. This
is a must win for them because if you look at their record, right, being at 4-5-1 right now.
Yeah.
If they lose this one, go to 4-6-1. I mean, everyone that's in front of them is either better than them or have beaten them already. You know.
Right.
And so they can ill afford to lose this matchup. So that's why I'm going with Cowboys, a must win. I think they'll be in desperate mode again. Give me Dallas, like we said. You're going with Dallas. Well, that's probably why Lawrence left because he knew he had to lone wolf it.
Yeah.
It's probably why he left. Man. I ain't mad at him. Let's keep it going. Hey, who that nation? How you doing? As Dolph would say, come on in. Yo, we got the Saints taking on the old dirty turds, the Atlanta Falcons. And I love to talk that mess, man.
I didn't say that. Carlos said.
Hey, you know how I do it, man. This game is so big because Drew Brees will be here commentating this game. It went from the 12 o'clock slot to now it's a 3:25 game. So sorry, Cowboys versus Eagles lovers who live in Louisiana. You gotta get the if you want to watch the game, you gotta get something else. You can't watch it on national TV. Whatever. That being said, though, Saints with Shuck if you buck, Mr. Tyler Shuck, who had a really good game last week. I give him that 282 yards passing, and for the most part, he didn't do any fugazi stuff. This Saints team now with Chris Olave looking like a decent number one for the time being. It's just one game, but we'll see how it plays out this week. But I like what New Orleans is doing, and shout out to Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara came back to life last week as well, 80 yards rushing, and we got to keep that going. As far as Atlanta goes, boy, I mean, I don't know what to call this Falcons team right now. You just don't know what you're going to get, and then now you have Penix being out for the year, and Kirk Cousins looking like Kirk's other cousin. I don't know who that is, man, but he has not looked good at all this year, and it's kind of like, it's time to go, pretty much. But I'm going to go New Orleans in this game, and I think it will be close because it is Atlanta versus New Orleans, obviously. But give me the Saints on defense to make Kirk Cousins' life live in hell. And I'm going to go with Cam Jordan getting 2 sacks, baby. Stack them up, baby. So I got a Cam Jordan jersey on right now because I feel like he's going to get him some sacks against his old friend in Kirk Cousins, a.k.a. Matt Ryan Jr. How about you, Dolph?
Well, let me go here. I'm going to take my fan hat off. I'm going to put my analysis hat on, baby. One of the more disappointing teams in the National Football League is these Atlanta Falcons. You got arguably one of the most exciting all-purpose backs in the National Football League in B. John Robinson. You had, unfortunately, he's not playing, Drake London. You got tight end. You got a defense that is greatly improved, especially that pass rush with those rookies that you selected in this year's draft. But yet and still, you come into this game after beating Buffalo on a high a few weeks ago. You come into this game with a 3-8 record against a team that's 2-8 and clearly in the rebuild, a team that is your number one nemesis, a team that you love to see doing bad. And if you lose your 6th straight game today, you will be in last place in the NFC South behind them with a 3-8 record also. Now, the fan of me is going to come out, and I'm going to say, I hope that's exactly what happened because I don't like y'all ass. I love you. I respect you. Shout out to my Falcon family members over there. Red Stone, my boy Cowboy, the Dixon way. Shout out to my family over there. But today, man, I know that the Falcons have lost 5 straight, but this is what makes me nervous about this game. Everything that says that the Saints should have an advantage in this game and should win means that I believe the Falcons are going. Yeah, I'm sorry, who that nation. I hope I'm wrong, but I think the Falcons are going to come in here and they're going to beat the Saints 2-8, and we ain't good. We ain't good, y'all. We ain't good. So give me the Falcons, man. And really, is a must win for them because if they lose to the Saints today, Morris could lose his job and Fontenot could lose his job.
Yeah,
so you got jobs on the line today. And again, as a Saints fan, I really hope that happens. But as an analysis, I got to go with the Falcons colors.
Nah, I'm not mad at that. No, hey, you all what your record is, man. These two teams are combined 5-15, bro. Both ain't worth a damn right now in this NFC.
But one team wasn't bragging all season. One team wasn't picked by the so-called experts to challenge Tampa Bay and be one of the surprise teams in the NFL. You know.
No, that's true. That's true.
I don't hear that fan base. Y'all rising too far up now, is you?
Speaking of Tampa Bay got a huge Sunday night
Man,
matchup
they
in
gotta get
Los
back on
Angeles.
track. Yes.
Oh man, right now they're on a 2-game slide, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-game slide for the Buccaneers, and I mean, you kind of have, are we that scared of Carolina? No, but you also don't want to keep losing these games, you know.
Right.
So uh, let's get it, man. Buccaneers at the Rams. Look. The Rams played. How can I say this in that Seattle game? They clearly were the better team. It just
Hmm.
didn't show in the actual game. Seattle's defense, give it credit, very, very good. But also the Rams defense, a lot of credit too. They annihilated Sam Darnold and company. It's just that the offense, for some reason, could not capitalize on points, and that's a rarity for the Rams because with Matt Stafford and his crew with Puka, and Devontae Adams having a crazy year as well. You thought they would capitalize. They didn't, but it's one of those games where they still were in control the entire time. My Super Bowl representative for the NFC still looks good in the Rams. I'm going to go Los Angeles to win this game as well against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay will lose 3 games in a row, unfortunately. But if I'm the Bucks, I'm not worried about it if I do because we play in the NFC South. So, well, of course, you kind of want that respect. Now, you have Godwin coming back in, but it's in Los Angeles, and I think the Rams are going to just, fly high. And I want to see what this Rams offense does against this Buccaneers defense, who they're off and on. Now I feel like right now they're one of the spells where they're off right now. Can you take advantage of that? If you're the Rams, I think they do. I got the Rams win this one. I'm going with Rams 33, Buccaneers 23, 33-23 score.
All right. Getting Chris Godwin back today will be a big boost to that Buccaneers offense. Unfortunately, still no Bucky Irvin. Carlos, last week, like you said, the Rams won a game. They won an ugly game last week.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, Devontae Adams had 1 catch,
Mm-hmm.
but it was for a touchdown. This Rams defense last week against Sam Darnold picked them off 3 times, man. I just love this defense for the Rams. They are building something. They're young. They're exciting to watch. And again, their head coach McVay, I think he's one of the brightest minds in football. And Carlos, something that's I don't think enough people are talking about anywhere. Matthew Stafford has to be the MVP leader this season.
Him and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, because to me, he has surpassed Taylor now because of the few bad games that Taylor's had. Well, subpar games for the kind of
last
season
time we saw Taylor, he ran for 200-some yards against Atlanta in Germany. They're off a bye week right now. So
the week before that, but
yeah.
Stafford's just been so consistent. Listen, to me,
yes.
I don't know how you feel or others, but I feel Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Oh, he is. Oh, yeah, no doubt.
We're watching greatness right now, and when a lot of quarterbacks would be slowing down, he is putting together an MVP season. And this Rams team, I'm telling you, they pushed the Eagles last season. I'm telling you, this team here, this may be the NFC representative in the playoffs, man. Tampa Bay again, they have been hit with the injury bug. Both sides of the ball. Baker Mayfield's last couple games have not been that good. They were in that game for a while with Buffalo. They got away from them late, but now you come back against the Rams. I'm going with the Rams, and like you say, the good thing for the Bucs is you're in the NFC South. You got to play the Saints and you got to play the Falcons. So now I don't know if you want to play the Panthers, but I just said that. Yeah, it's a good reason. You're your record. So yeah, I'm going with the Rams, man.
Nah, I hear you on that. I hear you. Both going with the Rams in this one. Although it should be a really entertaining game for Sunday Night Football.
Most definitely.
All right, now make sure I ain't hold on. Make sure we ain't skip. Okay, cool. Yeah, you put it in twice. That's why. All right,
yeah.
Let's go with Monday Night Football. Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And dare I say it, Dolph, a de facto playoff game.
Yes.
That's how I feel. And that's why I'm so intrigued about this matchup. Because if you have any sense of urgency, both these squads, you got to tell yourself this is a must-win game from both these teams. A de facto playoff game. This is only week 12 of the NFL season, but both of these teams are at the bottom of the NFC playoff picture. And Carolina, we know about when they're good. When they're bad, they suck ass. And 49ers kind of the same ways, and they're teetering on, wins and losses. So I'm starting with you first, Dolph, for Monday Night Football. What do you expect from both these teams, and who's going to win?
I'm a Panthers fan. I'm sitting here right now. I'm like, man, we're 6-5. We had some big wins. Man, we beat Green Bay. We beaten the Falcons twice this season. But that's that game in the middle. I'm sitting there like, how in the hell did we only go 7 against the Saints?
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem with the Panthers right now. And this league is every game, no matter what, is about matchups, man. How do the Panthers match up against the 49ers? Better yet, how does the Panthers offense match up against that 49ers defense? Which, by the way, it ain't the same 49ers defense as it used to be.
No.
Right now, the Panthers, Carlos, have a 19% chance of making the playoffs. If they lose today, it goes down to 13%. But with a win, it goes up to 32. They're sitting ninth right now in the NFC, 2 games behind the 49ers. And we know when it comes to tiebreaker procedures and stuff, head-to-head is looked at. So if you're the Panthers, this is a big game for you. You want to win. If you win this game, you're 7-5 with the 49ers. And if it comes down to a tiebreaker, you have them head-to-head. And that could be the difference from you making or not making the playoffs. As for the 49ers, hey, you get your starting quarterback back last week. He comes out, he throws 3 touchdowns. They seem to be getting healthy on the offensive side of the ball. A win, they go to 8-4 and become a very dangerous team. But today, man, I got to go with part of me at first, I was going to go with the Panthers, but I just think right now I'm going to go with Brock Purdy and the 49ers that they're home. Though Bryce Young last week, man, he threw for over 400 yards, man. He has 10 game-winning drives in the full quarter and overtime in his career, which is a 83%, which accounts, for 83% of his wins as a professional quarterback. But today, I think the 49ers, man, get it done in a very entertaining and high-intense game. Give me the 49ers 27, Panthers 23.
I like that. I'm going to go with the Niners as well. You broke it down everything quite elegantly, so I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm going with San Francisco as well. I just think their offense is back. I think Brock Purdy, we saw last week how they played, and George Kittle looked very good, and they're getting healthy at the right time. McCaffrey is going to be McCaffrey. He had a ball out game again, per usual this year. So I like San Francisco being at home. I like them, and my thing is Carolina primetime game. Are they ready for these big bright lights? I don't think so. I think the Niners actually win in a blowout fashion. I'm gonna go with San Francisco 27, Carolina 10.
Blowout, okay.
Blowout.
Carlos don't think it'll be close. Okay,
they blow them out, man. I hope not. I hope it's a tight game, but we'll see.
The law firm is in the building.
She's in the building.
49ers are too injured laden right now. We shall see.
We will see.
We will definitely see.
It's gonna be a good one though. One of those decent Monday night playoff de facto games. I like that, man. All right, let's go to our game of the week. Dolph, I'll let you set the stage, brother.
Well, when sitting down and trying to come up with a game of the week, family, I looked at around the league and it came to this game here. You got Patrick Mahomes, the modern day, the man, the best quarterback in the National Football League. Love him or hate him. you got the 3-time defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs sitting with a 5-5 record on the outside looking in of making the playoffs this season. Right now, they're ninth. If the playoffs were to start today, the Chiefs would not be in the playoffs. Everything the last several years has had to go through Kansas City if you had any hopes or desires of making it to the Super Bowl. But today, the Indianapolis Colts could possibly put an end to that. Because if they are able to get the win today in Arrowhead, the Chiefs' chances of advancing to the playoffs goes from 47% to 30%. Now, no one expected the Indianapolis Colts to be sitting with the third best record in the AFC. A win today, they go to 9-2, and a win today also announces to the rest of the AFC, yes, this record, this team, our start to the season, our season so far is not a fluke. Some say, well, Daniel Jones had a Daniel Jones game a couple weeks ago, but Daniel Jones has been the main reason that this team is sitting currently third in the AFC, first in the AFC South. Give me the Colts to go to Arrowhead, led by NFL leading rusher and one of the MVP favorites, Jonathan. And with Jonathan last name, I got a brain fog, man. With Jonathan Stewart. Look for him to handle his business. Huh?
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor. Man, Jonathan Stewart, former Panther. Former Panther. But yeah, give me Jonathan Taylor, man, to go off today, and Daniel Jones to make big plays in big time moments, man. Give me the Colts, man. I think the Colts put a nail, like Lauren said, put a possible nail in the 2025 season for the Kansas City Chiefs. Man, the Chiefs or the Ravens may not make the playoffs this year. That's crazy, man. That's one. I'm going with the Colts, Carlos.
I'm going with the Chiefs. I think Chiefs and Ravens still both make the playoffs. I think the Ravens win it via the division, and I think the Chiefs make a wild card. And here's why. I think this game right here, the last time we saw the Colts in this situation, they had to go outside. It looked cold outside. Put on cleats down, no more shoes. Oh, by the way, they played the Pittsburgh Steelers and got mollywopped in Pittsburgh. I believe this Chiefs team is slightly better than that Steelers team. And look, when you play the number one, when you're the number one schedule, pretty much year after year after year after year, you know what it is to play in big time games. Do the Colts know that? We'll find out. If the Colts can get this win, big kudos to them, and they will put a nail in the coffin in both the Chiefs and in their own division. Right, because they'll win that division easily if they can win this game, be it 10-2 or 9-2, whatever the record is. So I like the Chiefs though in this game because all they're going to have to do, in my opinion, is stop the run like the Steelers did. And then when you do that, you put the emphasis on Daniel Jones to become one-dimensional to throw that football. And then when you're in Arrowhead Stadium, the crowd's going crazy. How can the Colts overcome that? I don't see it right now. Although the NFL gods, I'm like, hey, let the Colts win this one, please. But I'm going to go with Kansas City to win this game. And I feel like they're going to put it on Indianapolis. We got to strap in the boots. And I don't know what the weather is like. I know it's probably cold-ish out there. Thank God it's a 12 o'clock game and not a afternoon game. So we'll see how that goes, man. But give me the Chiefs to win this one because the Chiefs cannot die. Not yet. Not yet, right? Kansas City cannot die right now. I'm going to go with the Chiefs to win this one. They have to have this one because the dynasty might be over if they don't, man. I hate to say that because I'm a Chiefs kind of guy, man, with Pat Mahomes' company, but we'll see how that goes.
And what could be a difference for the Colts besides Jonathan Taylor is Daniel Jones using his legs. I think he's going to have to use his legs in this game to come up, make some big-time scrambles, come up with some big first downs to keep drives alive and keep that Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes on the sidelines. I think it's going to be a good game, but I got the coach, man. I got the coach in this one.
It's going to be a good one, man. We'll be seeing that game about 15 more minutes, y'all.
15 minutes, baby. 15 minutes. Carlos, I think it's money time, bro.
It is money time, dog.
Oh, baby.
It's money time, baby. All right, y'all, let's get it, man. My homegirl not here today, PJ, she's gone, y'all, but I'm solo dolo, and it doesn't matter because let's win some money regardless, man. Yo, this week is called Desperate Measures. That's right. Desperate teams have got to get this going on right now. Let's find out who we're dealing with. Yo, let's start with Pat Mahomes, my homeboy in the building, y'all. He's over under 207.5 passing yards for the Colts. I'm going with the under. I think the Colts do enough to keep him at bay, but it's one of those weird games where it's not just about the offense. The Chiefs defense will step up, but Mahomes are going under 207.5 passing yards, y'all. Hey, Bengals. Woo, I mean, it's pretty much over with, but can we be that desperate to get a 2% chance to win, right? Against New England, T. Higgins over under the receiving yards, 69.5 receiving yards because there is no Jamar Chase. I'm going with the under as well. The Patriots will go ahead and clamp up T. Higgins. I don't like what I'm seeing from the Bengals. Be a tough watch in my opinion. All right, Minnesota, where you at, brother? Where you at? Justin Jefferson over under 5.5 receptions versus the Packers. He has got to be that guy. Can McCarthy give him the football? I'm going to say go over. That's right. Let's go over. I think Jefferson has a huge game as far as receptions go because he needs it in the worst way for the Vikings. But if they want to win, he's got to be heavily involved, in my opinion. All right. Speaking of different teams, the Dallas Cowboys right now, they're at 4-5-1. It is a must-win game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Dak Prescott over under 1.5 pass touchdowns versus the Eagles. Easy over. I think Dak gets 3 in this game, matter of fact. But I'm going over 1.5 pass yards. The Cowboys seem to always have the Eagles number in AT&T Stadium. I think Dak's going to have a huge game. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys and Dak getting that win over 1.5 passing yards. Tyler Algier. This could be it for the Falcons, man. I mean, there's no more playing around, right? 3-7, whatever it is, but super desperate. This is it for them. This is it. Algier over under 25.5 rush yard for the Saints, being that guy next to Bijan Robinson. I'm gonna go with the under. I think the Saints take care of Algier, take care of the Falcons as well, and yeah, that's how you win some money right here. And one more favor for you guys, y'all. Rico Dowdle. I'm going with an anytime touchdown versus the 49ers. $100 can get you $71.40. Bank on it. This is cash in with Carlos, y'all. Let's rock and roll with it, man.
All right, there we is. Cash in with Carlos, baby. You saw it, man. $100. If you win with Rico, baby, you add 71 to that, baby. Is it worth it, though?
Is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? That's what you got to ask yourself. Is it worth it, baby? Is it worth it?
If you think it's an easy $71.40, it's worth it.
All right, fam. And with that, y'all know it's time for, man. Let's get to it, Carlos. Cut the music for a minute, and we gonna come back, baby, and we gonna crank this thing up. It's time for straight ballin'. All right, Carlos, give me the music, baby. Give me the music. All right, family. Y'all know what time it is, baby. It's time for one of the most exciting segments in all the sports media, baby. It's time for straight ballin'. Who's gonna be our straight baller of the day, baby? So you know what Dolph and Carlos did all week, baby. We scoured across the NFL landscape. We looked at all the matchups, and we were like, who's a good candidate? Who has the possibility, baby, of straight balling out this week? So you know what, Carlos, as I looked around, my brother, it took me to the city of sin, baby. That's right, baby. Miles Garrett, that's right, the Hulk himself, baby, will turn all game green today, baby. And he will knock down every wall and every brick that the Raiders built in Vegas today, baby. He will finish with 3.5 sacks and push his NFL lead to 18.5 sacks, baby. Just 4.5 away from tying and passing Michael Strahan for the all-time lead in the National Football League. My straight baller of the day is Miles Incredible Hulk Garrett, baby. Let's go, Carlos.
Yes, sir. I also took my time, looked around. Hey, this one is for my YN. That's right. If you don't know what it is, you're a good person. Don't worry about it. Yo, I searched around. I say, you know what? It's a big game in Big D, you guys. Dallas versus Eagles. As much as I'm sick to my stomach to say this, I'm going with George Pickens to pick off on the Philadelphia Eagles today, you guys. He will go off for another huge game. I feel like it is a must-win for Dallas, and they will get it done because Pickens will get about 9 catches and about 130 yards and a tutty. I'm going with George Pickens, my straight ballin' player of the week.
Yeah, most definitely. Listen, you heard me speak about it. You heard us speak about it earlier when we first started this show, man. But listen, man, I got to give a shout out right now, man. Once again, to my Forney Spartans, man, my 8U team, baby, as we brought it home, baby. Shout out to Coach Mario and the boys, man. As you see them, let me get this up there, baby. There we go. You see the boy, you see the hardware, Carlos. You see the hardware, baby.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Chandler. Shout out to CJ, your offensive and defensive players of the game, baby. And shout out to Coach Mario Lewis, brother. Our head coach did a wonderful job, man. It was a pleasure working with him this year, man. As you see our Spartans, baby, we got them things, baby. We got them rings, baby. We run NW, Northwest Texas Football Association, baby. Y'all go better put some respect on our name, baby. Put some respect on our name, baby. The Spartans, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Spartan Nation, what is your profession? Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo. There it is, baby. NFL Nation, this has been As the NFL Turns. Thank you for joining us. Hey, we will be back live next week, 10:05 a.m. Central. Zach may be in the building, 9 learns. Carlos, myself, and Carlos kick my sister PJ out. I got to call PJ and see what the hell is going on.
Hey, she kicked herself out if you know her.
PJ will be back next week too, family. Until then, family, remember the doors are not open. So come on in and we out, man.